You are listening to the Becoming the Wealthy You podcast with Jermaine Foley. If you're a woman who makes good money in your career or business, but you're not building wealth like you want to, then you're in the right place. In this podcast, you'll learn how to stop overspending, break free from the cycle of debt, save lots of cash, and become the wealthy woman you were born to be. Let's dive in. Well, hello, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. So if you're listening to this episode in real time, then you know that it is Thanksgiving week. And in America, this is a week where we slow things down. We get to spend time with family. We take time off of work and we eat some really, really good food. And more importantly, we get to stop and pause and really reflect on how blessed we truly are. So I know that if you looked at the title of this episode, you might be thinking it's a little strange for me to come on here and talk about wanting more during this week of gratitude and Thanksgiving. But I really do think that those two concepts go really, really well together. Wanting more and being grateful and thankful for what you already have. So let me tell you a quick story about it. I remember when I was really in a place where I wanted to take the leap and really start making more money in my career. And there was this voice inside of me that said, you should be grateful for what you already have. You should just be satisfied. You already make good money. You shouldn't be greedy. You shouldn't be wanting more. And that really bothered me. It really tainted my desire for growth and ambition. And I really had to get to a place of understanding what I'm going to talk to you all about today, because you can be so appreciative and grateful and thankful for everything that you have and still want more. And honestly, I believe that that is the best place to be in. When you can be in a place of being able to look around your world, look around your life, and see all of the blessings, all of the things, all of the people, all of the experiences, all of the health that you have, and be grateful for that, and still say, I want to still experience life on a different level. I still want to do more. I want to be more. I think that is a place of just amazingness, because I believe that as humans, we were not meant to stay stagnant or to stay stuck. We are meant for more. We are meant for growth. We are meant for expansion. We are meant to up level and become the next highest version of ourselves over and over and over again. That is what makes being a human so sweet, right? When you are just like, oh my gosh, I am so amazed at the life I have. I'm so grateful for it. And I really want to try this new thing, or I really want to accomplish this new thing, knowing that that new thing isn't going to make your life better, isn't going to make you happier, but it will just help you to expand and experience something different, right? It gives you that variety. And so with that, today I want to talk to you about desire and how to desire from a place of gratitude, and how to desire in a way that actually pulls you forward, moves you forward, and helps you to accomplish and achieve the things that are on your heart. So to reiterate, you can be deeply grateful for what you have and still want more. You can appreciate all the blessings in your life and still desire even more blessings. You can say, God, I am so thankful for all that you have done for me, and I'm ready for the next level. Those two things are not in conflict with each other. They actually belong together. In fact, again, the best place to want from is from a place of gratitude, not a place of pressure, not from a place of lack, not from chasing the next thing because you think that's going to make you better or your life better. Now, I know we've all done that, and it has never, ever worked, and it's always very, very anticlimactic. I've told the story before how I wanted my new house. My house that I live in now, we built from the ground up, and the house we lived in previously was really nice, but I just desired this house, and I desired it from a place of gratitude. I do believe that. I was so grateful for the house we had, but I wanted to experience something different. And I thought, by mistake, I thought that once I got into this house, that I was just going to be on cloud nine. And it was very, very anticlimactic, because when I got into the house, I was just like, okay, like we're here. And I actually started to feel some negative emotions. I won't get into that so much today, but it was based off of me feeling like I wasn't worthy to live in the neighborhood that I lived in and the house, right? And so I had to do some work on that. So I tell you that story just to say that when you are wanting the next thing and you think it's going to make you happier, you think it's going to make your life better, you are going to be in for a rude awakening, because it is always very anticlimactic. Even when we paid off all of our student loan debt, when we got out of debt, that was our last debt, the student loans, I thought I was going to be floating through the air with all of this bliss and joy. But honestly, it was just like, oh, it was just another day. So yes, you want things, you want to dream and desire and go for things, but you want to do it from a place of, I'm already good, I'm already great, my life is already amazing, and it will be cool to experience this thing. Not from a place of, oh, when I get there, when I accomplish this, then I'll be happy, then I'll be worthy, then I'll be able to really breathe and have peace and live a stress-free life. No, you can have peace. You are already worthy. You can have a stress-free life right where you are and still desire to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. So wanting from a place of, I'm already blessed, I'm already so grateful, I'm already appreciative of everything in my life, and I'm ready for more, that is a powerful place to desire and want from. So to make it relate to money, you could want to be debt-free, right? And still be grateful for every blessing you have. You don't have to downplay all of the amazingness around you just because you have debt, right? You can be like, I am so grateful for everything I have, my home, my cars, my health, my strength, everything. And I want to be debt free. Or I'm so grateful for the amount of money that I make right now, and I want to make more money. I want to have more. Like, you can do all of that. I hope I'm not beating a dead horse, but I really want you to understand that. Okay? Because a lot of people don't let themselves want for anything because they don't think they can have it, right? So that's the next point I want to make. The desires can feel so out of reach or unrealistic because you've never been able to get it before, right? Or you've tried and failed in the past. So instead of dreaming or desiring, you just shut yourself down and you don't even let the dreams or desires really, truly form. And I believe this is one of the reasons why many of us live the same life over and over again. We're constantly stuck in debt. We never can get past a certain level of savings. Even if we make more money, we don't feel like it because it just gets spent up or it just slips through our fingers. We feel behind for retirement. We feel like we'll never ever get there because we're not allowing ourselves to dream and desire, right? But here's what I really, really want you to know, and I believe this with my entire body. If you desire something, it's because it's possible for you. I believe that you wouldn't even have the ability to desire something if it wasn't possible for you. There are so many things that I've never even considered for myself. I've never even wanted for myself. I've never even desired for myself. And I believe because it's not even something for me, right? But if there's a desire in your heart, I know 100% that it's possible for you, period. There's a scripture in the Bible that talks about the fact that God will give you the desires of your heart. And for the longest time, I thought that that scripture meant that God would just give me anything I asked for, right? But no, that's not what that scripture means. The deeper meaning is that your true desires come from God. He puts them inside of you because they're possible for you. So if you desire peace of mind with your finances, if you desire savings that stick and grow, if you want 20, 30, 40K in an emergency fund or what I call a life happens fund, then it's possible for you. I don't care how many times you've tried. and failed. I don't care how many times you save money and spent it. If you have the desire, it is possible for you to get there. If you desire to get out of debt and to stay out, that's possible for you. If you desire to retire comfortably and a multimillionaire, then it's possible for you. Why? Because you desire it. So you wouldn't even desire it in the first place if it wasn't possible for you. Those desires are not random. They are not silly. They are not unrealistic. I like to think of them as invitations to grow, to expand to the next highest version of yourself. And again, here's how we can tie it directly to your money. Because if you don't allow yourself to desire something different with your finances, you will continue living the same financial life year after year, the same debt cycles, the same overspending cycles, the same low savings cycles, the same I make too much money to feel this broke cycle. The desire that we talked about just a few minutes ago is what will interrupt these patterns. The desires that I just talked about a few seconds ago is what will wake you up so that you can break free from these cycles. And it's what creates an opening for you to say, I want something different. I am ready for something different. And I know that it's possible for me. And how do I know it? Because I desire it. And if I desire something, there must be a way for me to obtain it. Period. 100%. I want you to adopt the belief that I have. If you have a righteous desire, and my definition of a righteous desire is a desire that will not harm anyone else, right? So you're desiring something that is good for you and it will not harm anyone else in the process, or maybe it will actually help others in the process. Okay. So again, I want to make sure I'm clear that righteous desires are from God, not all crazy desires, because there are some desires out there that are not necessarily good. And those are not the desires I'm talking about today. I'm talking about the good desires that are good for you and good for society and will not harm anyone in the process of you obtaining that desire. So if you desire something good, that desire came from God. And God gave you that desire because it's possible for you, not for someone else, but for you. So as you're listening to me today, and as we're entering into this Thanksgiving week, I want you to let yourself be deeply thankful and appreciative for everything you have. And let that feeling really, really take over your body and settle into your body. Let gratitude just fill your shoulders, your chest, your stomach, and surround you. Now, if that's hard for you to do just by thinking about all the things you're grateful for, then I want to offer you this exercise that really, really helps me when I need a gratitude boost. Because I will tell you, gratitude is one of the best emotions that you can have. It's like one of the best feelings that you can have, but you have to be intentional about it and really practice it. So there's an exercise that I learned about from Esther Hicks in one of her books called A Rampage of Appreciation. And I learned this years ago and it has really stuck with me. So I want to offer it to you. And this is how you go on a rampage of appreciation. You grab a sheet of paper. You want to get a notebook size, like an 8.5 by 11. I think that's the size that you want to get, if you have it. If not, a smaller book is fine. Grab a sheet of paper and just start writing. Let every single line get filled with something you're grateful for. And you don't want to stop until you have filled the paper. At first, it's going to be a little hard, right? Your mind is going to offer you the obvious things like, oh, I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for my strength. I'm grateful for my family. But as you keep going, more and more things will start to come to your mind and will just flow out of you. And you will literally feel yourself getting lighter and just feeling so good from this rampage of appreciation. So do that. Give yourself that treat this week. Let your body feel gratitude, not just think about gratitude, but actually feel gratitude. And then once you've gone through that practice, that exercise, I want you to then ask, what do I want next? And just let it flow out of you. Don't let fear stop you. Don't let, oh, that's unrealistic stop you. Don't let, oh, I don't want to be greedy. I should be thankful. You are thankful. Yes, you are thankful, and you want more because your brain is going to try to offer that. Oh, you should just be thankful for what you already have. And when that thought comes, just say, I am thankful for what I already have. I just did a rampage of appreciation. I am so thankful for everything I have, and I want this thing next. I want this experience next. I want to go here next. I want to do this next. I want this amount of money next. All of that is okay. It is actually good for you because when you desire, that's how you grow. That's how you break free from the cycles that you're in. That is how you get to the next level and experience life at a higher level. Okay? So ask yourself again, what do I want next? And we're not doing it from fear. We're not doing it from pressure. We're not doing it from any negative emotion. We're just doing it from pure desire and pure gratitude. So, what is the next experience you want to be grateful for? What's the next level you want to grow into? What is the next thing you want to look back on and say, wow, I am so grateful that I accomplished that and that I have that and that I did that? Because here's the truth. If you desire it, I'm going to say it again. If you desire it, then what? It is possible for you. You wouldn't even have the desire if it wasn't possible. So again, if you desire to be debt-free and to stay debt-free, if you want tens of thousands of dollars sitting in your savings, if you want to retire rich, if you want to travel the world, if you want to retire early, all of that is possible for you. That desire, those desires, they're not random. They're not silly. They're not too much. They're not for other people. They are for you. But here's where I got to have a tough love moment with you. None of it will happen by desire alone. Desire just starts the flame, right? It just opens the door. But action is what will allow you to walk through that door. So for those of you who know this is something you truly want, right? You know that you have some desires in your heart and you want to make them a reality. You want to take them from just being a desire to being your actual reality, but you don't fully trust yourself yet, or you don't know where to start, which is huge. A lot of people come to me, they're like, Jermaine, I just don't even know where to start making my dreams come true, to get out of debt, to save, to invest, to retire a millionaire, or to retire early. I don't even know where to start. Or you might be someone who have tried on your own, but you keep falling back into those old patterns. If any of that is you, I know some of you who are listening to me, you can relate and you are ready. And if that's you, I want to invite you to book your complimentary wealth building strategy consultation with me to explore one-to-one money coaching. You're invited to book this call, not from a place of pressure, not from a place of you should do this or anything like that. I'm inviting you because you deserve support to make your desires become a reality. And I would love to be your guide, your support system, your accountability partner. I would love to be that steady voice that comes up for you when old patterns try to kick back in. Because I know without a shadow of a doubt that if you desire any of the things we talked about today, that it's possible for you. How do I know that? Because you desire them, and you wouldn't even desire it if it wasn't possible for you. And with that, I would be honored to help you. All you have to do is go to jermainefoley.com/consult. That's Jermaine with a G, foley.com/consult to book your call, or simply visit the link in the show notes. All right. I will see you all next week. Bye-bye. Hey, if money is the one area of life you just can't seem to figure out, even though you make good money, you're not alone. That's why you're invited to book a complimentary one-to-one money consultation with me so that we can figure out how to solve your biggest money challenges. To sign up, simply go to jermainefoley.com/consult or check out the show notes. Hope to meet you soon.